Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today, Live Music Nation podcast. I'm your host, Jake Gill. Today we're with Connie Davis from the Village of Elsah Festival. Connie, thanks for joining us. Give us a little background on you. Where did you grow up?
Well, my husband and I were both born and raised in the Springfield, Missouri area.
Okay.
Thought we'd be there forever, and then life takes twists and turns. And so we've been in Elsah for 10 and a half years now. We were actively looking for a bed and breakfast, and we came here and purchased the Green Tree Inn.
Where is Elsah located?
A lot of people have never, ever heard of us before. So we are located right off the Great River Road between Alton and Grafton, Illinois. So
Okay.
you can see the Mississippi River. We're right on the banks of the Mississippi. So we're 45 minutes from downtown St. Louis. Okay.
So we were just in Quincy this weekend, and man, there's just so much. And you can obviously see the beauty. You can feel the history along that river. It's incredible. It really is a great place to be. So very good. So tell us about your festival.
Okay. Well, when my husband and I purchased the Green Tree a few years ago, there really weren't any other businesses here in the village. And we were really trying to get the word out that Elsah is here. Elsah is a great place to visit. The entire village is on the historic register. So the first festival that we had, it was just my husband and I. And then since then, we've added other businesses. And now we have a whole tourism committee. It's a novel concept.
Look at you.
So we've actually started planning, unfortunately, because we are so close to the river, a couple festivals have had to be postponed or rescheduled.
Yep.
Because of flooding. And then, of course, the wonderful pandemic, put us off for a couple years. And so this past year, we had another festival in August, and that was our best one yet. So we've already started planning and making plans for our next one, which will be Saturday, September the 23rd.
Fantastic. Connie, I'm going to deter you just a little bit from our planned conversation because I want to know, what is it inside of you that said, we're going to start this, even if no one comes the first year? Where does that, number one, where did the insight come from? Let's start there. Where did the insight come from? Where did that idea come from?
You mean the stupidity?
No, the genius.
No, I mean, my husband and I came here. We bought this underutilized bed and breakfast. We put our life savings to purchase it. We put our heart and soul into this place, and we needed more business. So how do you get more business? You make people know that this village is here. It's a great place to visit, and you need to just get the word out. And so, I've been networking with people since the day we got here, and, found some local people that like to do pop-ups and like to share their wares and their things that they do. And it's just taken off from there. So it's really exciting.
I'm hearing two things. Number one, you were fully invested. You were fully invested in the place you were in. That's number one.
Exactly.
Number two, you chose this idea and this concept of, and I'm going to call it what I've heard it called before, hosting the party. You actually hosted a party, brought people to your area, and then began that networking process. And Connie, you and your husband became the face of the Village of Elsah.
Yes. Yes.
Now, here's my next question. Where did the insight to host the party, to start this festival, had you seen it done somewhere else before?
Oh yeah, I mean, we're from the Ozarks, and there's all kinds of, local festivals there. And I'm thinking, wouldn't this be great to have the streets filled with people coming and seeing, local vendors and their wares and walking the streets of Elsah. Like I said, the entire village is on the historic register. So it is like stepping back in time when you come to this village.
You guys are my kind of people, Elsah. Man, I just like the village of Elsah is now one of my favorite spots because of you and your husband, Connie. Okay, so describe this festival. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? Describe it for us.
Well, we have a nice variety of vendors. This past year, we had the most vendors. So we have 2 historic buildings that are full of different types of vendors. We had vendors, my husband and I built a gazebo to start doing outdoor weddings back behind the bed and breakfast. And so we had live music at the gazebo. We had a tent set up with hot dogs and food. We had vendors out there. It was just nice to just see people walking and to see the streets full of people with smiles on their faces.
Yeah, wow, that's perfect. Okay, Connie, you're one of my new friends. You're one of my new heroes because you guys are innovators, and you just took something that you were passionate about it and you went about it. Let me ask you 2 questions because I'm in live music and live entertainment. I always ask these 2 questions in every interview. Number 1, what is the best concert you've ever seen your entire life?
I would have to say the best concert that my husband and I have ever been to is Billy Joel.
Perfect. Where did you see him at?
At the Enterprise Center in St. Louis.
Fantastic. Okay, next and last question. You can bring any one act, dead or alive, to your festival. Who would you bring?
Oh gosh, I would say, some of the old rock, REO Speedwagon. I would love to see them rocking out at my gazebo, and that would be awesome.
No, that would be fantastic. Connie, how do people find out more about the village of Elsah?
We have a village website. They can go to escapetoelsah.com. That's escape to Elsah. Elsah is ELSAH. Or they can also contact me go to my website, which is Greentree, INN, Elsah, ELSAH.
Very good. I'm going to Facebook right now. I'm going to latch on because I want to see what's going on with you guys.
You need to come and see us. You need to come and see us and stay with us.
We will do that for sure. Thank you so much for being on with us, Connie.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a ball